Alright, day one. This is the only light I have in here, so I went and I got some LED, just plug-in lights. This is the day one of the shop build, going from the back corner to the front corner. Hey, I can block the whole light with my head. Nice. So, first thing I'm going to do, put up a couple lights, and then I'm going to start working on the CNC router that just came in. I am so excited for this thing. I'm going to put the whole thing together, and I'm really hoping to have something done starting tonight. It's temporary. It's totally temporary. But it gets me light up here. There. Box of goodies. My new Shapeoko arrived. I cannot tell you how happy and excited I am that this thing is finally here. I've wanted one of these for years. Oh my god. And I finally pulled the trigger. No, it's not the big giant one, but it's a CNC machine. And all I gotta do is put it together. That's it for step one of unboxing. Now I'm going to go ahead and take apart all the rest of the boxes and make sure I've got everything in there I need. Okay, now I do know that I need my computer because I know that all of the instructions for putting this thing together are online. So we'll go ahead and okay, so I'm going to use the hardware found in Wasteboard. That's this package to assemble the base frame of the machine. There are 18 screws in here, but they tell you you'll only be using 12 of them. We also need to grab the leveling feet. And it says to begin by installing the leveling feet in the corners of each end plate, and then set the 3/4 wasteboard across. Okay, those are nice and tight, locked in there. Okay, the next piece is the XZ assembly, which is this, along with this, and that. So I have the X carriage and the Z carriage, those are together. The same box along with two small bags, take two springs. Let's see where my spring's at. Oh, here's the springs. Alright, so make sure that the belt is not damaged. Does not appear damaged. Okay. Install the idler. The idler ships already assembled in the proper order. So this is the idler. So apparently this little thing here needs to come apart and attach to this. Ah, I did. I put this in the wrong way. This goes on top. Now it says examine the four bearings on the Z carriage and take note of the V-shape gap between the black wheels as shown in the image. So they're talking about this in here. The Z carriage is attached to the rails properly. A portion of the valve should be exiting the top. And slowly pull the bottom portion of the loop over the idler as shown. Okay. That side. And I think between here and here, these, we're just putting them in here so that they don't get lost. We're not actually going to really tighten them down. Not until we get the spindle in there. So that's just to keep them in place. The one with the threaded holes mounted on the back side. Okay. So let's move the right side out. So here's the extrusion. Oh, and when you're going to need this bag of bolts. This is the extrusion. It says on there, extrusion. Maybe I'll just leave the camera running and whatever happens, happens. It says used a bag labeled belt clips, but there's no bag labeled belt clips, but that's what they look like. Okay. And here are your 3 belts. Facing down and through the top. Step 2, run it back. For that to go through, it won't come out that way. So now I'm going to take and where's the smallest one? Here it is. Here's the smallest one. I'm just going to take and grab that, pull it up, and slide it over there. Now that one is on there, and you can see there's about 2 inches of room left on that one. And I'm guessing next step is going to be that I have to tighten this down. But I'm going to read how I got to do that. To get the proper tension on the belt, pull enough belting through the clip, the underlapping, so you can push the belt clip with your finger to within about 1/4 inch of the plate, or close enough where the screw can catch a thread. Once it's there, go ahead and tighten it up. So, I got this. So, what we're going to do is, we got to put this thing together the same way that we wanted it done on the other side. So, it's going to go up in through here, and then it's going to come down. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want this to get within about 1/4 inch of here. That is too close. So, we're just going to pull a little bit out. Try it again. That looks like it's maybe a little bit more than 1/4 inch, but they also So, important note as I'm reading the instructions, do not over tighten these belts. Over tightening the belt can bend the stepper motor shaft. So when it says just enough to get the threads to catch, you're not trying to yank it that way. You're just allowing it to catch in, and you're just holding it down there so it doesn't move, and then it just tightens it up. I can see what they mean, like if you were to have too much tension on that, how that would just pull that whole thing apart. Okay, so I have the computer set up. All of the firmware is updated and the software is updated, and I am getting ready to try for the first time doing anything. So there's something called rapid positioning, and rapid positioning allows you to be able to quickly move it from one place to the next. So I'm just going to try and do center here. Okay, so I am trying this for the very first time, and I have no idea how it's going to work, so hello world.